Alright guys, this is my Splinter Cell Blacklist review, and I'm going to show you the online modes. It's Spies versus Mercs, the classic one. That's what I like to play. It's hardly any light. For the most part, it's pitch black. The Spies get night vision, and the Mercs get flashlights. And you gotta hack the terminals, and it's like hardpoint. Once you hack it, you gotta stay up in it, so you don't have to run into a certain area. You actually gotta go hack it, and you gotta go stay in their area. And if you leave that area and a merc is in there, they automatically get in. You gotta rehack it. So if you're a spy, you gotta get in it, hide. If a merc come near you, then you gotta kill him. But for the most part, just stay alive, really. But and this is the Blacklist version. Oh, and the classic one, there's no customization. All the spies get is a stun gun and a flashbang and an EMP grenade. Mercs get AK-47, a Desert Eagle, and a flashlight, of course. And then they get this little intel suit, so if a spy come near them, it'll make this little beeping noise and a red symbol comes up on their radar. The Blacklist version is you can have your own customization. I'm gonna show you all the things that you can customize with the spies and the mercs. But this one, it's the same thing except for it's 4-on-4. The classic one is 2v2. This one is 4-on-4, a lot more people, and they got sonar. And that's the main reason I don't like playing this. If a spy has sonar, see through walls, ceilings, everything, and they know exactly where you are in real time. There isn't this little pulse fanning out, and you see them. Then it's constantly. You always see the merc if you're a spy, and that's real overpowered to me. That's why I don't really like that mode. And this one, I've never played this mode before, but spies defend intelligence, mercs try to extract it. So I guess it's like Blacklist, but the mercs are getting it, and the spies have to defend. And I don't really like that. I like it better when spies are coming for the mercs. And this right here is mixed teams, 3v3. And I never really played this mode, but I have played team deathmatch. And if it says mixed teams, that means a spy can be fighting a spy, and that's probably the worst idea ever. Because spies, they have intel suits, and if you hit R2, this big red pulse is gonna come out, and it's gonna tell you where all the enemies are. And that's super overpowered. It's worse than sonar. So that means 2 spies can have sonar, and 2 spies can have intel, so they both know where each other at. It's about who's gonna kill who first, and it's real stupid. Spies just wait for you around the corner, but it's pretty much a waiting game, and I don't really like that. But anyway, let's get into the customization we have. First, I'm gonna show you the spies. This is my class that I use, and this game is a lot like Call of Duty in some ways. Like they have the flashbang, EMP grenades, smoke grenades, trophy systems, and trophy systems destroyed. And drones up here, that can be a real problem. It's like a suicide jet from Battlefield 3 or something like that come next to you and just blow you up. But this right here can stop that. I've never used it before. It seems pointless to me. I don't really die by drones like that. But anyway, I use flashbangs because you can kill a whole lot of mercs like that unless they have that flash protecting visor, which is pretty much like TAC Mask Pro. And goggles, this is what I'm talking about. I use sonar. Yeah, it's overpowered. Everybody else uses it, so I'm going to use it too. EMF, I don't really know exactly what that does, but see electric fields at medium range in real time. That doesn't seem good. Oh, never mind. That right there, if somebody sets down a mine, if a merc set down a mine, you can see the little field, so you know not to go near it. And thermal, they have to be in your direct line of sight in order for you to see it, so that's pretty pointless. Sonar is the best thing in the game, really. And the op suits, this is pretty much like your perk 1, your perk 2, and your perk 3 perks from Call of Duty or something like that. Headgear, this right here, it's pretty much like Ghosts. These two are both like Ghosts. They both protect you from some type of intel device that the merc get. And gas mask is pretty much TAC mask from Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 2 or something like that. And the mercs do get gas, and that can suffocate you, and you're more than likely to die if you get caught in gas. So this right here can definitely stop you. But I use the Ghost helmet because UAV and intel suits, those are all you gotta do is hit R2 and you have it. There's no kill streaks up here, so you spawn with it in. So it's real overpowered. So I think the Ghost helmet is probably the best thing if you're gonna be a spy. The torso, the digital ghillie suit. This is like if you ever played Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier. All it does is it makes you go invisible, but not completely. You still see a good little silhouette, and if you're moving, you will more than likely die. I use the intel suit. Hit R2, big red pulse come out, show you where all the enemies are, and it works good for me. The overcharge suit, hit R2. This big orange blast is just gonna come out of your suit, disable everything, all lights, equipment, mines, and all the other stuff, drones, everything. And these are the elite ones. You got to be super high level, no life. The game just came out 2 days ago, so I hope nobody has that yet. And the gloves, I use the close quarter. This is like commando, because if you're a merc, you will not die by a gun. You have to get taken down by a knife, unless you're playing 4v4 and everybody's killing one merc at a time, but they all call him out and say, hey, shoot this guy with me. That's the only way you'll kill a merc with a gun. Other than that, you have to take him down with hand-to-hand combat. This right here help you lunge at him. So if you hit square, you can like 10 feet away, you get right up to him and slit their throat, and you keep on moving from a longer range away. Spider gloves is pretty much like dexterity, a marathon pro. You hop over walls faster, climb into windows faster. Armored gloves. If you're a spy, you probably won't even care about armor, because if a merc sees you, you'll die in 2 seconds tops. So armor won't really help. You'll still die. They can be maxed out. You probably still die. Mercs automatically get like 5 times your health. And the pants, I just use normal pants. The gadget ones, only thing I ever play is the classic mode. So customization won't really mean nothing. So I just keep the classic ones. That one looked best anyway. And the red name, that's pretty much like cold-blooded pro for Modern Warfare 2. And if you're a spy, you want to stay behind the merc at all times anyway, so they shouldn't have time to even read your name. And something else that deals with armor, the armored pants, is pointless. You don't really care about bullets. That's like the last thing you're worried about. You just want to hack it and stay inside and just try not to get caught. So the only thing you really want to worry about is stealth, and that's where the boots come into play. I just use the regular ones, and yeah, some of them help out with stealth and some help out with speed. I use the regular ones because I have enough money to get it, but every time you rank up, you get either 2 or 3 tokens, and these little red things right here with circles around them and got diamonds in them, that's the tokens. I have like $1 million. Everything up here is based off of a currency system. You get currency off of doing campaign missions, co-op missions, the Charlie Wave missions, and that's what I like doing best. It's like survival mode for Modern Warfare 3. That's the funnest one. I'll do a video about that later, but everything's based off of money and tokens, and you get all your sonar glasses off of money and everything else. But yeah, and now I'm going to show you the mercs. Oh, and they have pistols and guns, but you won't be using those like I said earlier. Okay, mercs. I use the proximity mines. If you put it in front of like a high traffic area or on top of a door, the second the spot opens up that door, bam, they're gone. Intel device, you set it down. It's a motion sensor, just like it is on Modern Warfare 2. That's all it is. You just set it down. And the VX gas, this right here, if a spy stands in this for like 3 seconds, they're dead automatically. This is like a scavenger pack. Just come up to it, hit triangle, you reload and everything. Frag grenades. That's pretty good. If you know a spy's camping in the corner, and if they have those hand-to-hand combat gloves like I use, you might just want to nade them, because if you get within like 10 feet of them, you're dead automatically. And they have goggles too. And this, it just shows people in real time. I don't really know what any of these do really. I don't really like being a merc, but if I am a merc, I just camp in the corner really and just stay right on the terminal. But for the most part, I do classic, so that's why I don't really know a lot about this customization stuff. But if I don't like being a merc anyway. But yeah. And the anti-flash visor, I had to buy this because you get flashbanged a lot when you're a mercenary, because all the spies run it, I run it. Get too close and bam, you'll die. You won't even know which way they even came from. UAV suits, that's right here is the you can use a drone with this suit. You just fly the drone out. It doesn't last long. That's one thing good they did to balance out the game. It only lasts like 30 seconds, and then you have to blow it up. Disruptor suit, like how I said, it's sonar that spies can use. They hit R2. I mean the up button on the D-pad, and it'll show you where all the enemies are. The disruptor suit, you hit R2. This big pulse comes out. You're invisible to all intel type equipment. Adrenaline help you move faster, regeneration. I don't use that. Disruptor suit is what I use because it lets you know when you're detected if you're a merc. So that's one thing good. What's one thing good they did to balance it out? So you know when somebody's going to be coming, hit R2, and bam, you go off the radar. Gloves, fast reload. That's what I use. But for the most part, you won't have to reload. It only takes like 10 bullets to take out one guy, and the guns shoot pretty quick. So I guess it's pretty balanced. And another thing is, when you're a merc, you're in first person. When you're a spy, you're in third person. So as long as you can stay behind a merc, you got nothing to worry about. Gunner pants. I use this because I think guns can weigh you down up here like it can in Call of Duty. So I move pretty quick regardless though. And Splinter boots. Because spies move twice as fast as mercenaries do. So when you're a mercenary, it's pretty much all about speed. When you're a spy, it's all about stealth. And I don't really know, I haven't noticed the difference about the way gun handling works up here. It all seems the same to me. And yeah, now we're gonna get into some gameplay. I'll do spies versus mercs classic.